3 p.m. Tuesday, May the 26th, 1964. The Southern Cross leaves Southampton, England, for Wellington, New Zealand. As we leave, people wave and shout, "Goodbye" and "Bon Voyage." The Southern Cross has an overall length of 603 feet 10 inches. There are wide decks for games, relaxing, or just having a walk. If you walk around the promenade deck 5 times, you have walked 1 mile. The maximum width is 78 foot, with a depth of 45 feet 3 inches. In service, she does 20 knots and is a twin all-burning turbine steamer, and she weighs 204 tons. There is 1,180 passengers aboard, and they are all tourist class passengers. The ship has 4 swimming pools, including one for the crew, a smoke room, a library, cinema, 2 lounges, 2 restaurants, a tavern, dance hall, recreation room, and a children's nursery. A crane comes along and up goes the gangplank on Thursday, June 4th. We have arrived at our first port of call, Trinidad. Most of the filming was done from the ship, and it was too hot to go too far away, although we did go for a walk in the town a little later. We found Trinidad very hot and humid, very dirty and smelly. Trinidad lies close to the coast of South America, about 7 miles north of Venezuela. It has an area of 1,864 square miles, and it has a population of 79,000. All are of Negro origin. In the evening we visited a nightclub and saw West Indian dancers, the calypso, fire eaters, and a steel band. Oh, and a fellow wash himself in glass and then jump on it. The principal product is sugar, grapefruit, cocoa and bananas. We left Trinidad the next morning, but it was still very hot, going up in the 80s, so we couldn't resist the swimming pool. I gave the boys a dip and sampled the water myself. The next stop was Curacao. From the port of Curacao, we had an excellent view of the ship. We arrived there on Saturday, the 6th of June. We spent 10 hours at Curacao, arriving at 6 a.m. and departing at 4 p.m. Curacao has only an area of 173 square miles, with a population of 130,000. It was discovered in 1499 by a Spanish expedition, and then besieged in 1674 by a Dutch expedition. Curacao, with its good climate and stable government, and a harbour of holding an entire tanker fleet, therefore started what is now one of the largest oil refineries in the world, and the oil is distributed to all parts of the world. The island of Curacao is about 38 miles long and 7 miles across at the widest part. Its exports are skins, Panama straw hats, crude salt and orange peel. The principal language is that of the Netherlands, but most European languages are spoken. We approached the Panama Canal at 6 a.m. on Monday, 8th of June 1964 for the Panama Canal transit. The canal was open to shipping on August the 15th, 1914 and was declared officially open on July the 12th, 1920. The approach from the Caribbean to the canal is by a deep water channel 7 miles long to the first set of locks. There, the first rise in elevation from the level of the Atlantic Ocean to that of Gatan Lake is made by 3 sets of locks. The locks are in duplicate, each being 110 feet wide with a usable length of 1,000 feet. The average time to fill or empty the lock is 8 minutes, and to pass a vessel through the locks usually takes about 1 hour. Ships are towed through the locks with small but powerful locomotives running on rails at each side of the lock. The ship has to rise 80 feet above sea level. Leaving the locks, the vessel enters Gatan Lake under its own power. The lake, which is the second largest man-made artificial lake in the world, is 85 feet above sea level and has an area of just over 163 square miles and is 24 miles in length. From the lake, the ship passes through a narrow canyon, 8 miles long with a width of some 300 feet, and on both sides there is only thick jungle. The ship is taken in tow through the canyon. As we went through the canal, we were surprised that we didn't see lots of buildings or houses. Here we passed a small village before we came to the next set of locks. These locks, consisting of 3 locks, bring the ship down to the level of the Pacific Ocean. The leaves of the gates weigh 730 tons each. Between the first and second lock there is a lake 750 feet wide and a mile in length. All the locks are double, so as to take ships going in the opposite direction. The length of the Panama Canal is 50 feet, and there is the leaves of the gates that weigh 730 tons each. And so at 4 p.m. we arrived at Panama, taking a total of 10 hours to go from one end of the Panama Canal to the other. Panama City, with its numerous good hotels, restaurants and nightclubs. It has a great shopping centre for the tourist, and the language of Panama is Spanish. The houses are still in the Spanish style, but in the back streets there are the poor, living in filth, with thieves and with many unemployed. Among the places of interest is Old Panama, founded in 1519, and then utter destruction of the city in 1671 by Morgan the pirate. The historic ruins are in easy reach of the present Panama City. Arriving at Tahiti in the morning at 7 a.m. on Friday the 19th of June was an unforgettable experience. As the Tahitians played music and danced traditional dances, Tahiti, the most beautiful island in the world, was discovered in 1757. The island of Tahiti is divided into two portions and is not unlike the shape of the figure 8. Its length is 33 miles with an area of 402 square miles. The whole island is mountainous, rising up to 7,349 feet with tower-like peaks. Although the climate is tropical, the heat is moderated by the trade winds during the day and breezes off the hills during the night. There is no winter in this beautiful island. Flowers and fruits are always in season. Dangerous animals do not exist. Malaria and tropical fevers are also does not exist. There is food everywhere and sweet drinking water in every stream. The total population of Tahiti is 31,000 and is one of the finest races there are. The people lead a simple and tranquil life. Tahiti offers plenty of attractions to the tourist, like swimming, yachting, mountaineering, and fishing, can all be enjoyed, most of them at any time of the year.
Tiara, Tahiti, the song of the islands is calling.
One of the most fascinating sights is to see Tahitian beauties in colourful dresses and long hair, and their traditional dances. The Tahitians are great lovers of music. When 2 or 3 of them get together, music starts, to be followed by dances.
Tahiti, coconuts, we'll climb up to the skies. Waterfalls and golden sands are here for you all life through. Tiara, Tahiti, the islands are lonely without you. We need you, Godspeed to Tahiti, Tahiti. Crooked leaves with coconuts, we'll climb up to the sky. Waterfalls and golden sands are here for you all life through. Tiara, Tahiti, the islands are lonely without you. We need you, Godspeed to Tahiti.
And so, as the sun goes down, we say farewell to Tahiti. Fiji, crossroads of the South Seas. Landing at the wharf at 9 a.m. on Thursday the 25th of June, the visitor will find himself welcomed with music. The capital of Fiji is Suva. It is a place of strange contrasts, and passengers will find much to interest them during their stay. It has a population of nearly 40,000. The harbour of Suva is large and well sheltered. Behind the town lay a line of tall peaks, which rise in a half ring. Near the wharf is the native quarter and bazaar, which is well worth a visit. Here, Fijians and other island races mingle with Chinese, Polynesians and Indians of various creeds, all selling their wares. In the centre of the town, about 10 minutes' walk from the wharf, are modern buildings and many stores. Here are the banks. Also weeping fig trees cover the road. There is the Botanical Gardens and Museum. In the Botanical Gardens can be seen a wealth of tropical plants. After a very interesting day, we left Fiji at 6 p.m. for Wellington, New Zealand. And on Monday, the 29th of June 1964, at 9 a.m, we arrived at Wellington, New Zealand, just 34 days from leaving Southampton.